Now, when it comes to slowing the spread of COVID-19 and various other respiratory viruses, including the flu, medical experts say that masking, of course, plays a very big role when it's done correctly. Our Liz Lewin spoke to one of the experts and has some very important reminders tonight.
Masks. They're the new norm these days and likely for the foreseeable future, especially given the rise in positive COVID cases, not just here in Western New York, but across the country. But when it comes to keeping yourself and your loved ones safe, it's important to not only understand how to properly wear them, but also how they serve to actually protect you. So for a refresher, I turn to infectious disease expert Dr. Thomas Russo.
I have 2 cloth masks here and a KN surgical 95 mask. What's the major difference between these masks here?
There's 2 major differences. The high filtration capacity masks, such as a KN95, an N95, a KF94, just protect you from the virus getting through your mask to a higher degree. Also, for most people, those high filtration masks just fit better. They wrap around your face better, they tuck under your chin, whereas the surgical mask, the blue mask that you showed me, it's not uncommon for some people to have gaps on the side. So those masks don't filter the virus as well, and they tend not to fit as well.
And speaking of fit, let's start with cloth masks.
And what you want to do is you want to clamp down on that nose piece up top, right above your, yes, there. So you get a nice tight fit over your nose. But if you look at the side, you see on the side a little bit how there's a little bit of a bulge. Yes, right there. So that's an area where the virus maybe could sneak in, or if you're infectious, could sneak out.
Now let's compare that fit to a surgical grade mask, like for instance the KN95, which has a much higher filtration capacity and prevents tiny particles from getting into your nose and mouth at a much higher level.
So Liz, when you take a breath in, and I think everyone could see this, if you take a big breath in, see how the mask collapses? That's because all the air is going through the mask. It's not going around the side, so you know that you've got a good fit. And so that combination of great filtration capacity and a good fit is what you're looking for.
So if given a choice, which mask has a higher probability when it comes to protecting you against COVID-19 and the Omicron variant?
But I think it's time that we retire our single and double layer cloth masks. They're just not as good, and they're just going to put you at higher risk from getting infected.
Experts say it's important to remember when choosing your mask that filtration and fit are top priorities. So again, that means when you're putting it on, you want to make sure it properly covers your nose and your mouth. In Buffalo, Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.